For decades, the island of Bonaire has been well known for its diving, its underwater nature and its friendly culture. But Bonaire has so much more to offer. Exploring the countryside gives visitors the opportunity to see a different side of the island and to discover the high variety of landscapes, a different kind of nature and many hidden treasures.
Hi! Today I'm making a tour of Bara di Karta, named after a hill in the neighborhood. The trail is about 15 kilometers long and all I have to do is follow the yellow signs. It's a great hiking trail, it's great for mountain biking, but I'm taking the car. Road trip!
The first stop is at the Beschikbaar geological formation. Bonaire is the top of a volcano that erupted in the sea. Movement of the continental shelf forced Bonaire to the surface.
The Beschikbaar formation is the name of the volcanic rock soil on Bonaire. It's one of the oldest in the world. It's a contrast with the rest of the island, which is mainly comprised of coral rock soil. But here, in Bara di Karta, it's all volcanic.
The red soils are mixed with black, brown and red rocks. Along the driving trail, a couple of excavations can be found. Volcanic soil is largely used in gardens, in constructions and in roads.
This is Beschikbaar. It used to be one of the biggest aloe vera plantations of Bonaire. Aloe vera is a plant that has been used for centuries for its medicinal and skincare properties.
The beautiful mansion was the center of the plantation and served as the living area for the owner. The mansion has been uninhabited for a long time. Rumors persist that the house is haunted and ghosts visit the house regularly.
This is Onni Emerenciana. He's been living here all his life. His family has been around here for centuries. Onni, what can you tell me about this house?
Oh, this is a house built by the Dutch. They built several on the island. In the past, they were slave house. The slaves lives here, and here the owner of the slaves, he lives in that house. The slaves were working on the land. They produce aloe vera, watermelons, and different kinds of vegetables. There's a lot of ghost stories about this land house, and one of them is a Dutch couple. They came to live here and they didn't believe that there were ghosts here. And they lived for a couple of time and suddenly things began to happen. They have also a little baby, and one day they saw that the crib where the little baby in was came down the stairs without nothing. So they ran away and they never came back.
This is Salinha Beschikbaar. Salinhas are salt lakes, supplied with rainwater and seawater. Salinhas have a large ecological value. They catch the rainwater with mud, which flows towards the sea. The mud can settle in the salinhas, thus preventing it from suffocating the coral reefs. In the dry season, there is no water in the salinhas.
This is Bonaire's longest tree. The longest one in all of Bonaire. It's 28 meters long. The reason why it's the longest tree and not the highest tree is the trade winds that keep blowing 24/7 towards the west and has pushed it to look like this.
The tree is called buttonwood mangrove. It grows on salty ground. To survive such harsh conditions, the salt is ejected through notches at the base of the leaves. There are also notches in the bark to help sweat out the brine. When it rains, the salt is washed away from the plant. From the mangrove tree, it is a short walk to the water's edge. For millions of years, powerful waves eroded the limestone terrace exposed on the east coast.
Parts of the coastline collapsed due to earthquakes and tsunamis. The result of these natural forces are these many bocas that Bonaire has. Boca is a Papiamentu word and it means mouth.
Litter consistently washes up along the coast of Bonaire. Most of the litter originates from the rivers of South America, where the environmental legislation often isn't in place. The bocas are cleaned up regularly to provide nesting grounds for the sea turtles that lay their eggs on the beach. Unfortunately, the litter keeps washing in. Even though it seems nothing edible grows in this desolate area, sometimes donkeys and goats forage on the mosses that they find in between the rocks. On a clear midday, it's possible to see a Fata Morgana while staring over the plain in the southern direction. That's not real water you see in the distance.
Over the course of thousands of years, Bonaire was hit by tsunamis. There is scientific proof for at least 99 of them. Imagine huge, powerful waves up to 9 meters high, throwing rocks and boulders onto the shore, like this beauty right here. And just look at the coral rocks just inside the lava rock right here.
This is a kunuku, a traditional farm. On a small scale, livestock is held and vegetables and maishichiki, a wheat from Africa, are grown. Some of the kunukus have been deserted, while others are used for a weekend getaway. This is a typical Bonairean cactus fence. The thorns of the cactus and the height of the fence keep goats and intruders out. Oni has invited us at his kunuku, Kunuku di Mamai Rosa.
Oni, we're on your kunuku, but the big question is, what is a kunuku?
A kunuku is a place where my ancestors lived in the past, and they went to the city during the weekends. But it turned. Now we live in the city and we go to the kunuku. And the kunuku is a place where you can relax and do agriculture. And if it rains, you plant maishi and you get then punchi and maishichiki, ripa maichiki.
Oni is very passionate about the many kinds of plants he grows here.
See here, I have different pots with basilicum. I plant also tomatoes, big ones. And here I have pepper. I have plants of pepper. And this sometimes I bring to the market or I sell to people. I plant them in my garden. So when they get fruits, I sell them to the supermarkets. And that is what I do. Okay.
What have we got here?
Yes, here is where when I plant the seeds, then I come here and I put the plants into the earth, into the ground. And now I'm mulching them because there is too much evaporation. And last week there is also a lot of wind here. So I mulch them, I put grass on them, so the ground stay moist. Here I have papaya. I have also tomatoes. You see, I put a plastic bottle beside it, and then I pour water in it. So beneath the ground, it's moist, it's wet.
Farming on Bonaire is a bit of a challenge. There is little rain, a lot of wind, and the soil is not quite fertile. It takes a lot of dedication to grow fruits and vegetables, but as you can see, it is possible.
Oni's got different kinds of basilicum, basil, and I didn't even know that there were different types, but they all smell Really nice. It really makes me feel like cooking.
It's time to say goodbye to Oni and his kunuku. The driving trail continues, past a couple more kunukus.
A little bit down the road we get to Bara di Karta. Pos means well. Wells like these are very important to the farmers for irrigation and for goats to drink. I can fresh up, but humans should not drink this water. It's hot here. This dam close to the well was constructed to catch rainwater to supplement the groundwater. The slopes of these walls were often used to grow pumpkins and watermelons in the dry season.
Next to the well is also the start of the Bara di Karta trail. This is one of the 3 hiking trails in the area. The other ones are the Red Hill Trail and the Beschikbaar Trail. The Bara di Karta hill is about 57 meters in height. Because the rest of the area is mainly flat, you'll have a great view including the east and west coast, Lac Bay and the salt pans in the south.
Hi, good morning. We're on the top of the Bara di Karta hill. It's not that high, it's only 57 meters. But from here you can look all over the south of the island. Over there is Kralendijk. In the distance over there is the salt works. Over there is Lac Bay. And over there is a beautiful view of the Beschikbaar house and the whole Beschikbaar area. It's really wonderful view out here. Did you have a nice walk?
Yeah, great. Yeah.
Blue stones mark the mountain bike trails, while the hiking trails are marked in pink. Near the end of the trail is a nice picnic area in the shade of 3 tamarind trees. It is a great spot to sit down, eat and drink and share experiences with other visitors.
This is a tamarind fruit. It's sweet and sour and very healthy. People are not the only ones who enjoy it. Animals love it as well. As soon as the trees bear fruit, you will find lizards and iguanas and birds like the lora, the parrot, and the perkichi, the parakeet, who all want a piece of the action. And at night, fruit-eating bats will come here and visit these trees. Good stuff. Tasty.
From the end of the trail, it is a short drive back into Kralendijk. The Bara di Karta trails are a great addition to the island, making Bonaire's impressive nature and rich history accessible to everyone.